Hi guys, and welcome back to Mummy Cooks Homemade. My name's Hayley. Let me just sort the camera out. And today we're going to do some stuffed mushrooms in the air fryer. But we're going to start it off in the pan. In here is just the parts of the stems that I managed to pull out. Waste not, want not. What I've got here is large flat mushrooms. I've got 3. A tablespoon. Let me go through the ingredients. So you want 3 of these large flat mushrooms, 2 rashers of streaky bacon, a tablespoon of margarine, 200 grams of just any old cream cheese, and I've got some halloumi to go in mine, and I'm also going to put a little bit of cheddar on top as well. For the topping, I'm going to add some panko in here, some garlic oil and some parsley once I've cooked the rest of the stuff. So we'll put the pan on and get the bacon and that going. So plonk some margarine there, or butter if you want to use butter. And what I'm going to do is cook the bacon, and then I'm going to throw in the cream cheese. Well, I will do if I can get the packet open. Just wait for that pan to heat up a little bit. Right, I'm back. So, we'll grab the 2 rashers of, you want the full rashers by the way, because we do split down the middle. I don't know what type of bacon it will be in the States, because we've got different bacon to you guys. So all you're going to do is snip it up into small chunks. You could do this part, I suppose, make them and save them till later. You can freeze, contrary to what some people say, you can freeze stuffed mushrooms, but the thing is, don't cook the mushroom itself before you freeze it, otherwise you're just going to end up with a watery mess. So you can stuff it, just don't cook the mushroom. Let's get this cooked. Not that long to cook in this pan. So like I was saying, yes, if you want to do these as meal prep, that's fine. Do all this part that I'm doing now. Actually, while they're cooking, I'll peel these. Like I said, do all. You can do all this prep now. You can put the filling in, cooked. I'm just peeling these mushrooms, I'm just removing that outer layer. You can cook all the filling, put that in, all ready to go. I would leave the panko off, and then when you take them out the freezer, put the panko on and put it in to cook. So that's what you're looking for, guys. Just strip off that outer layer off the mushrooms. By the time I've done this, hopefully this bit of the filling will be done. It's not a recipe that takes long. That's it, nearly done. There we go. That's them three. So now I've turned the heat down, and I just want to melt the cream cheese. Just melting the cream cheese together with the butter and bacon. Screams healthy, doesn't it? It will take a minute. Mine's straight from the fridge, so the cream cheese, so it will take just a wee bit longer than if it was room temperature. You can see how quick that was, so I wouldn't advise taking it out any earlier, to be honest. It only took like a minute. So now I'm turning the heat off this because I don't want it to burn, because there's not that much in there. I'm going to take some of these. This is parsley. I don't want the stalk. And just put some fresh parsley inside. That fresh taste. Stir that in. I haven't put any salt in there because of the bacon. I am going to put in a few chives and some black pepper. Then what I'm going to do is add in, I don't know, maybe quarter cup of panko, just to thicken it up so that it'll go onto the mushrooms easier. That's it. So you want that sort of consistency really, where it'll stay on the spoon. So, get me a little plate. Just plop it on there. That is a very technical term, I will have you know. Plop. So I've already prepped these. I'm going to drop a little bit of oil. This is garlic oil. Couldn't recommend this enough for you, to be honest. So what I want is a big spoon, and I'm just going to take the mixture that I cooked and split it between these three. Don't forget, you've also got to fit on there your breadcrumb mixture and your cheeses. So while the tendency is to just slap it on and pile it up, you've got to remember also that you've got your cheeses to put on there as well. Speaking of, just going to open up this halloumi. Make sure you drain it well. Right, so a couple of pieces of halloumi onto each one. Mine just ripped in half, so that was perfect. Maybe another one because this one's quite large. There. I'm going to be using that halloumi up. Right. Leave that there for a sec. Going to bring my pan back and put in some oil. Because I want to quickly toast panko for the top. So you're going to need quite a lot of panko. I would say about 1.5 cups of panko. And I'm also chucking in as well some more of that fresh parsley. This fresh stuff is not expensive to buy, guys. You can use dried, you don't have to use the fresh. Right, just wash my spoon. Remember, panko is breadcrumbs, so it is going to soak up that oil. That's why I've used the garlic one, to give it that garlic flavour. Won't worry too much about making sure it's overly browned, because it's going to go into the air fryer. And you want to preheat your air fryer, which I'm going to do now. Make sure there's nothing in there that shouldn't be. I'm going to preheat mine 160 for 10 minutes. Husband's having these today for his lunch, so I can show you these fully cooked. A lot of people think that you shouldn't be, or you don't need to preheat. your air fryer, but it'll cook more evenly if you preheat it. You preheat your oven, don't you? Well, a lot of people do. And that's it, toasted. So again, I'm going to go in. And I'm going to use a spoon to press them breadcrumbs in. Go. There's some left, but I'm going to save that because straight after this recipe I'm going to do stuffed peppers, so I'm not going to waste these. Waste not, want not, and all that. So as I'm cooking this, we're at 900 subs, which I can't believe. I honestly can't. So thank you guys so much. So this is what you should end up with. And yes, I did say about adding cheddar as well. But what I want to do really is cook the mushrooms first, and I don't want to burn the cheese. So I am going to cook these for between 10 and 15 minutes. So halfway through is when I'm going to put some grated cheddar on top, so it doesn't burn. And then the panko goes all crispy. Okay? That look nice or what? They look nice without being cooked. So I've still got 6 minutes left on the preheat, so I'll bring you back when it's been preheated. Right guys, so I've just preheated. Well, not me, but the, what do you call it, air fryer. You just want to be careful when you pop them in, because remember it is hot. Be careful not to disturb as much of the breadcrumbs as well. So I've just found one of these big spoons has just worked absolutely great, so yeah. Drop of oil on the top of them, help them brown a bit. In we go. I'm going to set the timer on mine. Well, the heat's on 160C, and I'm going to set my first timer for 10 minutes. And then I'll show you what they're like at 10 minutes when I put the cheese on. Okay? Right guys, so it's had 10 minutes and I've just put the cheese on it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it down even more because I want the mushroom to cook more. It's not cooking as fast as I'd like. So I'm going to now put mine. All these air fryers are all different, by the way. So you're going to have to figure for yourself how well it's cooking. But I'm going to turn mine down to 150 now. So it doesn't burn the top. and I'm going to let it go for another 10 minutes, and hopefully that'll do it, and I'll show you it when it's finished. Okay, bye. Right, so these are the finished mushrooms. I did have to go the initial 10 minutes at 160, and then I turned it down to 150, and I had to do actually 15 minutes just to make sure that the mushrooms were cooked but not soggy, if that makes sense. Still got a little bit bite to them. So that's them fully cooked. Husband's now going to eat his dinner, and he should be very happy. Hopefully. So thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Share all the things. Hit the notification bell. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.